So now that the Bristol Dirt Race has been wrapped up, that is only one of several of the new tracks that we have coming in the NASCAR Cup Series schedule in 2021. And between tracks like COTA, Road America, and the Indianapolis Road Course, the one new track that I think is really getting underlooked and is really being sold short is Nashville Superspeedway. Making its first race ever in the Cup Series and its return to the schedule for the first time since 2011, I think this track certainly has the potential to put on a really good showing. And that's why I'm here to make my assertion that Nashville Superspeedway will be the new Chicagoland Speedway.
What? What the fuck?
And I know what you're going to do in the comment section. Now, before you start writing those massive multi-paragraph comments of saying, "Oh, Chicagoland Speedway is irreplaceable. You don't know what you're talking about. This track is garbage. Why do you do this?"
You sure showed me. Like, damn, who put a good old Rasengan up your ass, you feel me?
For 5 minutes. Could you not be yourself? For 5 minutes!
I know what you're trying to say. I get it. The reason why you're not too hyped about Nashville Superspeedway is for one reason and one reason only. It's not the Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway. I get that. But at the same time, that track just isn't ready to host a cup race. So I guess I should probably at least take some time out of this video to give a fitting send-off tribute to Chicagoland Speedway. And now that that's out of the way, I just want to take the time to say that Nashville Superspeedway, I think, is in a very prime position to put on a very good race. Primarily, this is the first race that they're going to be having since 2011. The track has remained dormant for 10 years before they decided to bring this track back. So therefore, by default, that means that the track surface is old and worn out because it's aged very tensely, and it aged without ever having any racing action on it whatsoever. And from what I know, concrete ages differently than asphalt, so that obviously will provide a different type of racing experience. But hey, if you need to have the track resurfaced, you can always call on the MHA character Cementos to help resurface the track.
Shut the fuck up! Also, this goes without being said, but you're weeaboo trash.
But anyways, all jokes aside, Nashville Superspeedway certainly has a lot to be desired. And I think that they certainly have to have a lot of a big presence because their race is going to be the first race of the season for NBC Sports. And I definitely think they got to come out with make a strong first impression for the Cup Series. And that's why I think that imagine if this race has a remake of the 2018 Chicagoland race, but this time we see the opposite scenario where this time it's Larson getting the upper hand over Kyle Busch.
Kyle Busch, and here comes Larson. Larson to the bottom of the track.
Bad job.
Trying to take the lead away.
Bad job! Shut up!
I am not going to stand by knowing that we still don't have a Kyle and Kyle show that ends with Larson getting the upper hand. We need to have at least one race where Kyle Larson gets the upper hand over Kyle Busch. I will not go to my grave having not seen that happen. And also, since the race is going to be called the Ally 400, I would like to see Alex Bowman win. The only problem is that if he does win, the track could probably end up getting shut down almost immediately because, you know, that's the thing. Alex Bowman is now a track killer.
What?
Because the first two tracks he won at are no longer on the schedule. Well, I mean, technically Auto Club will be. It's just going to be turned into a short track, and Chicagoland is no longer with us. But, you know, I'm going to come out and say this right now. The whole thing of saying that Alex Bowman is a track killer is merely circumstantial, because the guy is going to start winning more races, and when he does, you'll find out that not every track he wins at is going to get a date shut down. He does have one Xfinity win at Charlotte, and has that track been axed from the schedule? No, it's still here. It's still fine. So, besides that, I think that's all I have to say about Nashville Superspeedway. And yes, I definitely think that the potential is there for this track to be a very special race in the same vein as Chicagoland, but not entirely. But aside from that, I want to know what you guys are thinking of. What are your expectations for the Ally 400 at Nashville? And also, if you have any ideas on how this could potentially lead into getting the Nashville Fairgrounds back on the schedule, I would like to hear those thoughts as well. But anyways, this is me, MF17, and I hope to talk with you guys again soon.